Papa Solio, would you recommend using pre-workout? I only use it on days where I don't feel like going. Well, that's because you're probably tired or dehydrated. I personally don't like any of the pre-workouts that have artificial flavors. You can make your own. Some of those things like citrulline malate and beta alanine and agmatine and these kind of things can be beneficial. And you might feel benefits of using them. They're not real. I haven't seen anything that a lot of these raw ingredients like the fundamentals, creatine, glutamine, those types of things. Some of them break down the stomach. So unless you're taking a certain amount of certain ones based on the studies, you're not going to see the benefits. There's certain things like beta alanine can help buffer and improve endurance. And, some of these work better than others, but I'm not a fan of all the extra stimulants. I don't like any pre-workouts with caffeine or any kind of artificial flavorings or sugars or anything like that. A lot of them don't have sugars, but they have artificial sweeteners. So if you're going to do it, you can also buy the raw ingredients and get a little micro scale and weigh it out and then just take it. It'll taste sour or bitter like the raw ingredient, but then you're not getting all the extra shit too. So would I recommend it? I'll leave that up to you. It's personal preference, but having some black coffee is totally fine. Yeah, arginine, that breaks down the stomach. That doesn't really get absorbed. So some of these things are more effective than others. But for example, like I think originally citrulline malate was shown to help like vasodilation in like cyclists or something like that when it first got popular. But in the studies, they were using 8 grams with like professional athletes. And then when you take your supplement, they give you 1 gram or 2 grams. So it's like, hey, check out the studies. It's small print on the back of the package. You're not going to look at that shit. You're like, oh, cool. It's got citrulline malate in there. It's got whatever. Well, it's nowhere near the dose that would actually be effective. So you're spending money to get something that's not really the proper dose. And you don't want to keep on taking double or 2 or 3 scoops. One, you go through it too quickly. And also because you have caffeine or other stimulants in it that you don't want more of. So a lot of it is just, and that's, understand that a lot of these raw ingredients, because I spent a lot of time, taking these things raw and making my own and shit like that. The reason why they have like blue electric, blow your nips off raspberry or like lightning unicorn flavors is because the stuff just tastes sour and bitter like shit. So for it to taste fruity or sour or whatever, whatever flavor, lemon lightning, they're putting so much fucking shit in there. They're putting so much crap in there to make it taste sweet. If you have it raw, you realize how many artificial sweeteners and how much volume is it of just colorings and flavorings.